whether should I take your money, white man? Should I take your money, brown person? Should I take your money, Asian lady? Should I take your money? I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna entertain you because that's the transaction. That's the deal here. News by now, right? That the Golden Globes took a real hard dive as far as the ratings they had been. And today, last night it went even lower if that's possible. So this is from Deadline, guys. I mean, there's so many stories on the ratings of of the Golden Globes, but Deadline really went after it. They went after it, man. They called it out. Golden Globes TV review ceremony takes chances with weeknight broadcast, but snark replaced with saccharine in low energy show. The ratings will undoubtedly be low, perhaps lower than ever. That's as much part of the deal as the ballroom played heedlessly, playing people off tonight. Yet, in search of a dependable demographic to serve up to advertisers, walking away from Sundays like the Jesse Collins EP'd Globes and NBC have done, may be something the Oscars, Emmys, and others might want to consider in a renewed surge for relevance in this multi platform and social media world. Are award shows relevant? My thing is, I just think he was the wrong comic for this. I'm sure he's funny in an intimate setting, sitting in, exclusive, club, sitting down with him. But this wasn't the case. I didn't get I don't get his personality in this setting. You need someone with high energy. You need someone that can take the roast and throw it at everyone, throw it at the audience, so the audience watching is having a good time. For a moment, it seemed like the return of the Golden Globes was going to get all Gestalt therapy and smash the funhouse mirrors that award shows often declined into. But no. In an opening monologue that veered all over the map, the primarily pacing comedian stated how he was the first Black host and he was being paid $500,000. Things got murky fast. Trying to thread a spiky needle, Carmichael offered up his appreciation to the talent of the tables in front of him as the reason he took the gig. Let's just say, like the Golden Globes themselves, it was a hard sell. This man got $500,000 to host and entertain us. Okay? My members that pay me, my super chats that pay me, it is my responsibility to entertain you, to enlighten you to Latino entertainment and then beyond, because that's what these channels do. I'm not here to talk about my pain. I'm not here to talk about my struggle. I'm not here to wax and wane on whether should I take your money, white man? Should I take your money, brown person? Should I take your money, Asian lady? Should I take your money? I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna entertain you because that's the transaction. That's the deal here. $500,000. I will say that the highlight moments were all spontaneous from the people that won. The actual people that won gave some decent speeches. Jennifer Coolidge, Stifler's mom, won for the White Lotus, which I love that show. Jennifer Coolidge was the funniest thing last night. She's incredible. If you ever get a chance, check out White Lotus. She's on both seasons. Eddie Murphy, you expected that from Eddie, and he delivered right at the end of his speech. Those were real moments, man. Bring on Tracy Morgan, bring on Kevin Hart, bring back Ricky Gervais if you want to be relevant on any level. Chris Gore for $4.99. Here's 0.0001% of what the Golden Globes paid host was paid, or 500 pennies. I can't believe that guy got that much money. 2023 Golden Globes ceremony sinks to lowest ratings ever on NBC. Ever. The Golden Globes returned to broadcast television this year, not with a bang, but with a whimper. Hardly a whimper. I mean, yeah, a whimp, yeah. NBC's third Tuesday night telecast of the 80th annual ceremony brought in just 6.3 million people, according to Nielsen data. It marks the lowest audience ever for the Golden Globe ceremony, which had already plummeted to just 6.9 in 2021. That was barely a third of the size in 2020's 18.3 million. Guys, you guys, you went from 2020 18.3 to 20 to what? 6.9, 21. You didn't have something last year, and now you have this. What a disaster. What an absolute embarrassment. Your 80th too. Your 80th annual award show. Man, you guys should have been like all over every, especially, and there's just no excuse now with social media and streaming. This should have been one of the biggest events ever for you guys. Wow. I'm wondering if any of these award shows that are now happening the next couple of weeks, and then the Oscars, if they're looking at this and, oh, we got to change some stuff. We got to change some stuff. I think that would be interesting. I think it'd be interesting to see how the award shows, because we got People's Choice, was it Critics' Choice Awards this weekend? All right, let me see. Let's get back to the story. So to add in the fact that the show was held on Tuesday, and it makes sense that viewership would decline even more. I don't agree with that. The broadcast didn't perform. It just didn't perform, guys. Just no one saw it. It didn't perform, and the advertiser targeted 18 to 49 demographic either. Get this, guys, with a 1.1 rating, it was quite a bit lower than 2021's 1.5. 1.1 with people between the ages of 18 and 49. How do you lose the most important tenant of your industry? Right? You can keep all your, whatever you do under wraps and, and out of the limelight, but the main tenet of your industry is to entertain your audiences. How did you lose that? Was it through all this social and political, talking points and agendas that are just, have really arrested creativity? Is it that? The only time anything related to the Globes did worse was in 2008 during the writer's strike. And they basically held a press conference. That got 6 million viewers. I mean, that's kind of expected. I think I remember that. The Globes were previously held on a Sunday night, but it makes sense that NBC wouldn't want to sacrifice a Sunday primetime spot for such a minuscule audience. Wow, minuscule. Especially if it meant cutting into Sunday Night Football. Ain't gonna happen. Which can generate at least triple the audience, even on a bad night. This past Sunday, the Lions Packers, yeah, regular season finale, average 23.6 million viewers. Even on a weeknight, NBC had competition. It did manage to win primetime in average total viewers, but not by much. CBS came in close second with a 6.1. People watching its FBI trilogy. People would rather watch the FBI trilogy than it almost, dude, can you imagine if CBS pulled that off? Wow. 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 And here you go. You hand out these awards to a bunch of, all due respect, whether they're good movies or not, the general audience just hasn't seen yet. Fablemans, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Elvis. I mean, I loved Elvis. I loved Everything Everywhere All at Once. But I know that a lot of people didn't see it. Maybe they're now going to see it. Where's the Top Guns? Where's the Top Guns, man? Where's Avatar 2? That was nominated. Black Panther made a couple bucks. It covered its nut, made a few dollars. In defense of the Golden Globes, box office is down 50%. People watch awards to root for things they saw. No one saw anything, and what they did not. What they did see got no love. Okay, so we're kind of on the same thema here, the same tip here, Patrick, because you're saying the box office is down by 50%. Okay, People watch awards to root for things they saw. No one saw anything. What they did, they got no love. So if you know that the box office has been down by 50%, it's been the worst year, right? You better make sure you have your Top Gun stars, you have your Avatar stars, you even have the global hit RRR there in big presence because that's what people went and saw. People sought that movie. They sought all those movies out. I mean, you're trying to keep your industry alive, and you do this. So, by what you're saying here, I would have had as a host, get down on your knees, man. Ask Tom Cruise to host it. Say, hey, would you be, a host? We'll give you, you do three or four, you do the beginning, middle, and end, and then we'll have other presenters in between. Can you imagine hosted by Tom Cruise? Just saying, man. Just saying.